Okay, so this is your audio for today. This is Wednesday, the 2nd of December. And hopefully you'll have enough time to get this done during class. That'd be great. So if you're listening to this, you are a L1. And so make sure that you are on the right audio file. And as usual, we're turning this over to you today. And so the expectation from all the teachers is that you're listening to this multiple times. One and done is not going to cut it. You're not going to get enough information. Okay, and so you need to make sure that you're following the directions, and the directions are to listen at least 3 times, as you can see here. Once for flow, that's just getting the basic understanding down, okay? Once for main idea, what is the audio mostly talking about? Another time for 2 key details. Let me make sure I add that. That's important. 2 key details. And then after you've listened 3 times, that's when you're going to write your 3-sentence summary. Don't forget, our summaries do need sentence starters, such as the audio said, the source said. You probably don't want to say the text said because we don't actually have a text today, right? We have an audio file. So you could say the recording said, the audio said, the source, because that leaves it open, okay? Or my evidence is, you don't even specify the source, okay? All right, here we go. This one's pretty short, not too bad. The desert cottontail, that's this little guy, is a type of rabbit that lives in dry, dusty areas. This type of cottontail is similar to other rabbit species because it has an easily noticed white fluffy tail, but it does have larger ears that usually stand straight up. That's what makes it a little different. Desert cottontails tend to be most active during the morning and late afternoon hours. During the day, they avoid hot desert sun and seek shelter to keep themselves cool. It kind of looks like this guy might be doing that in this picture because it looks kind of shady. Desert cottontails will eat almost any type of plant, and sometimes they'll munch on small bugs as well. Because the desert plants they eat usually contain moisture, desert cottontails rarely need to drink water. The cottontail has many predators, including bobcats, mountain lions, eagles, rattlesnakes, and coyotes. Sometimes they are able to outsmart the large predators by running very fast and diving into small holes where bigger animals cannot go. They usually run in a zigzag pattern, so they're harder to catch. So that's like back and forth. Think of like a Z, over and over again. Zoo, 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 right? Cottontails are one of the few species of rabbits that are also able to climb trees when they're trying to escape a predator. Desert cottontails are very interesting creatures. Okay, so that was your text. And you're going to want to make sure you go back, listen again for main idea. Then after that, basically what I would do is I'd pause the video and I'd write my main idea sentence down after you've got it, right? You're listening for it throughout. You're like, okay, got it. Then you write that down. And that's your first sentence of your summary. So you're already a third of the way there. Then when you listen again for 2 key details, sometimes it's hard to keep all that information in your brain. So if you're listening on your third listen, you could, when you hear one of the key details you want, you could pause, write that down with your sentence starter like I talked about at the beginning, and then continue and listen more and add that other detail when you hear it, right? Because otherwise, if you listen all the way through on this third listen, you might not remember everything you want to put down, okay? And so you're kind of actively working when you're doing your second and third listen. But you want to pause to really have the time to think about what you're doing. And that's that.